Hearing and listening both involve the auditory system. Firstly, the stimulus energy from the surroundings is picked up by the ear. Secondly, that energy is changed into a pattern of neural impulses. Thirdly, those impulses are transported to the required locations in the brain. And lastly, the brain analyzes the impulses and gives appropriate responses. This process may be involuntary or voluntary. When the process is involuntary, we call it as a process of hearing. When it is voluntary, we call it the process of listening. So, hearing is automatic and involuntary, whereas listening is deliberate and voluntary. Hearing is an involuntary process and it is automatic, by which the ears catch the surrounding sounds, the environmental sound wherever you are present. Listening is deliberate and a voluntary process. For example, he heard a loud bang. This is an involuntary process. You are hearing. Suddenly he heard the dog's bark. So this is an involuntary process of sounds coming to your ear. We do not say he listened a loud bang. Another example may be, please listen to me. This is a voluntary process. You do not say, please hear to me. Instead of hearing, we do not use the continuous form of hear generally. So instead of hearing, we use can hear. We do not say, I am hearing you loud and clear. We say, I can hear you loud and clear. As a discourse marker, we can use the word listen. For example, listen, I've got something important to say. Listen, I'm thinking, why don't we go to a movie? Listen can also be used without an object. There was only the sound of silence. We simply listened. Susan, listen, you have to come home early. So, here there is no object. We simply listened. There is no object. We is the subject. Okay. Listen can be used with an object provided to is added. Thereby we make the phrase as listen to. We do not say, why don't you listen him? Him is an object. Now we are using the word listen with an object. Listen him. Him is the object. But we cannot use like that. We have to add the word to. Listen to him. Why don't you listen to him? Another example might be, in the evening I listen classical music. In the evening I listen to classical music is the correct sentence. We do not say in the evening I listen classical music. Sometimes we may need to focus on the involuntary action of hearing, and at other times we may need to focus on the voluntary action of listening. In this context, the words hear and listen to may be interchanged depending on where we want the focus to be. For example, if I want the focus on both involuntary and the voluntary actions, then I may say, you may hear him, but you may not listen to him. Or if I want the focus only on the voluntary action, then I can say, did you listen to his speech? And if the focus is on the involuntary action, I would say, did you hear his speech? Clear? Okay, thank you.